Welcome to Dakota Life, and greetings from Edgemont. Come with us as we explore its unique traditions and dive into its rich history. This unique landscape has been shaped by wind and water for millennia. But if you look closely, you'll also see that it's been shaped by the people who call this place home. Generation after generation of Lakota depicted scenes of people, animals, hunting, and battle. Etched on the walls of this church, there are also prayers of fertility and abundance. Many are pecked, carved, or ground into the stone with other rocks. But some are believed to be a byproduct of sharpening tools like bones and quills. In 1877, the Lakota people were pushed onto the Pine Ridge Reservation to the east, and soon, cowboy businessmen like Elias Whitcomb would push cattle onto this fertile grassland. Other cowboys would soon follow suit and bring herds of their own to graze on these open prairies. Ranching sheep and cattle has been a way of life here ever since. While it's had ups and downs over the years, some descendants of the original homesteaders are still stewards of this land today. While many cowboys call this place home, it was with the iron horse that Edgemont was truly built. In late 1889, just 3 days before South Dakota became a state, the train arrived at the Cheyenne River, and they named the new town site on the edge of the mountains Edgemont. The next spring in 1890, construction began on a depot and a roundhouse, making Edgemont a hub of railroad activity. Then, a spurted deadwood would connect the Black Hills to the rest of the world, and Edgemont was slated to be the Denver of South Dakota. By 1898, a large school was built out of stone to accommodate the growing population. While shortly known as the Cactuses, they'd eventually go by the Moguls to reflect Edgemont's railroad roots. Alumni would grow to see their town boom and bust as the years went by. The community would see the nearby dam on the Cheyenne River wash out, then outbreaks of typhoid and smallpox plagued the population, and finally, fires would decimate the business district downtown. Times were tough in 1903 when the railroad would bring two very different veterans of the Spanish-American War to Edgemont. The first we'll speak about was President Theodore Roosevelt. While on a whistle-stop tour, he was campaigning throughout the West when he spoke to a crowd from atop the bandstand in the park. Afterwards, as the story goes, that instead of dining with the rest of his presidential party across the way at the fancy new Edgemont block building, he opted to eat at a chuck wagon in the park with the cowboys and veterans. A lot has changed in Edgemont since 1903, but residents today say some of the best things about living here have not changed. Shops and restaurants downtown, the incredible sunsets, the bountiful wildlife, and especially the peace and quiet. Here in the city park, that bandstand is still standing. There's also a caboose to celebrate Edgemont's railroad ties to the railroad industry. But that spur to Deadwood has become something very different. Today, it's the 109-mile-long Mickelson Trail, and Mile Zero is right here in the park. But the crown jewel is the 3-acre pond and what crosses it.